All right, welcome back, mates. Crypto leverage trading. Hope everybody's doing well. 8:30 Monday morning, back in the chair. Here we go. Obviously, we've been dealing with a lot of snow and obviously COVID in my neck of the woods and my home. So it's been kind of a crazy week. But we're gonna catch up this week. We're gonna get rolling. Bitcoin's still in that continuation pattern, so it's like nothing's changed. After like 4 or 5 days, it's like nothing's changed. There's still trades to be had, obviously, but we're going to take a look here at the correlation right now. I'm going to start the week off on Monday. That's what I always look at in my Monday morning setup. I always look for the correlated trades between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why I do that is because the correlation of 0.9 higher, 0.95, 0.96, 0.97, if you want to look at it that way from that math perspective. These will always move in concert with Bitcoin up or down, okay? And Bitcoin, obviously, 37,000. We're below that 37,500. If you caught it a little bit in the Discord over the weekend, that 37,500 is a pretty critical level. We're below that now. Obviously, 38,000 is the resistance level. When you look at Bitcoin metrics this morning, you've got 60% of the Bitcoin active addresses in the money, 35% of those addresses are out of the money, and 5% of those active addresses are currently at the money in this 37,000-ish, right above 37,000. Interesting, because we're kind of teetering 2% above or below on these moves here. So it's kind of interesting to see that when you match it up with the IO map, right? The IO map is your supply and demand barriers, which pretty much can dictate to you really good entry points and really bad entry points, okay? Support and resistance levels, okay? Where the sellers are, where the buyers are. It's a really, really great tool. Now, when you look at active addresses, holding time frames, right? 56% of people that currently hold Bitcoin today held it a year today or more ago. They bought it a year today ago or more, okay? So that tells you right there. 36% have held Bitcoin from today a year ago up until today, okay? So for a year, 1 to 12 months. That's how you look at it, right? And 8% have held Bitcoin for less than a month. What does that tell you? That tells you that 8% of current active Bitcoin holders bought Bitcoin near the last day before the new year in December, because we're nearing the end of January. I'm going to talk about that in a bit, because you have very, very important monthly candle coming up for Bitcoin for the month of January that people are sleeping on, and you do not want to sleep on that. I'll do a video. You don't want to sleep on the monthly candle because it can drastically swing this market, okay? We've seen it before, all right? And so you want to pay particular attention to the closing stick, okay? I'm just laying that out there. It's Monday, okay? You don't want to be feeling the Mondays, because if you got to have a really bad closing stick on a Monday night ending the month, you're going to have a really bad Tuesday, okay? I mean, when you wake up in the morning, okay? Because the Far East folks are going to sell Bitcoin down if anything crazy happens today. But what we have here on the chart right now, mates, is we have what I start my weekend out with is a correlated chart. These are the forks of Bitcoin, okay? And they act in concert with the price movement of Bitcoin. Let me tell you what, correlated trading is going to be one of the most profitable ways to trade crypto in the coming years. More and more and more people every day are starting to move into this camp, this means of trading crypto, okay? When a stock splits, that's all we have, right? So they spin companies off and people buy the companies, right? And then those companies go off on their own, and either they go up or down based on their own. They're no longer part of the parent company. That's what we see in stocks, right? Bitcoin, we have forks, okay? I mean, that's just the reality. That's how I relate them to them. I'm not pitching a fork. I'm not telling you about use case. I'm not talking about trading, okay? And so in part 2 of this video, we're going to touch on exactly what I mean in terms of these forks and how they are relating right now to Bitcoin.